buddy Barry here from the Brewed Palate. As I said, I'm going to be documenting building my Keezer. So we've started. Me and my friend Hendrik is here from the New York City Homebrewers Guild. So we took out all the screws and the lid, and now we're going to go on to the phase of measuring and cutting. You know, I know there's a lot of Keezer videos out there, but here's me building mine, and we'll take you along for the ride. Cheers. So as you saw in those clips, we just put together the outer collar. You know, it wasn't as easy as we both thought it would be, but as you see here, it lines up pretty nice and flush with the outside of the freezer. Not perfect, but really close. So now we're going to go ahead and build the outer collar, you know, of course taking our measurements first, and then we'll show you some of that. Alright, be back in a flash. So, as you may have heard in my plans, I thought that the 1x10 would be enough to stick up and below the collar, but really when we measured it, it doesn't work out. So instead of having 2 inches hang over, we're going to have like 3.5 to 4 hanging over, which will just anchor the collar in even more and hold the weather stripping in to make a really tight seal. So now what we have here is we have the inner collar joined onto the front of the outer collar. I decided not to use the miter saw because, you know, if I had this be a 1x8, the miter saw might have gone through it, but it's too long and I don't want to screw with the miter saw. So we're just going to do butt joints just like we did with this one, and then I'll sand everything and make it look cool, better, more neat before I actually stain the wood. So, you know, it's a little change in the plans, but overall we're good. So now the next step, as you see here, is we have mocked up a pencil mark where we're going to put pilot holes for the screws for the bolts that we're going to join the 2 pieces together. So we're going to show you a little bit about that, and then once we have it all screwed together and joined together, we'll come back with another update. Cheers. So we're done with day 1. As you just saw, we made the inner collar, attached the outer collar, you know, and had to change our plans by having just more hanging over the edge, which will just pull the weather stripping down and make it an even tighter seal in the end of the day. And then we bolted everything in. So what's coming next, to be clear, is that I need to wood putty the side pieces and sand them down a little bit to make them more even, so that when I do stain, which will probably be day 2 or day 3 of these videos, it'll be even and nice and good looking. And then the next holes that need to be drilled before the staining are for the taps and possibly for a temperature controller, and definitely one in the side for the gas line for the CO2 tank. I'm not sure if I want to be that ambitious to put the temperature controller in the collar, but you'll see that when day 2 comes along. So hope you enjoyed day 1, and we'll be back with day 2 as soon as possible.